Hello, people. Hi. Tuesday. Only Tuesday. What? Well, the weekend went by so quickly. Hopefully this week, is on the same track. I'm ready for the weekend on a Tuesday. Yeah. How about you? Well, good morning. Welcome to the program. It's the Viktor Wilt Show. Just getting rolling here. Making myself up a little bit of I don't know what you call it here. A beverage. A mixed drink. No, I'm just kidding. I've got some water. I'm just getting rolling. Trying to wake up. I pounded down some coffee. I don't know. I thought I slept okay. I don't think I went to bed that late. Why am I so tired? Oh, yeah, because look at what time it is. It's a ridiculous time of day to be awake. Okay, I know. You poor people who listen to this show at the same time every day. All right, I know I'm going to tune in. He's going to complain about being tired. Sorry. I can't help it. I can't help it. But appreciate you tuning in as always. Hopefully we've got some fun stuff to talk about today. I only just started digging into the news. My Facebook feed was looking weird already. I'm like, okay, what are these people ranting about this morning? What are these people being crazy about this morning? Who knows? Maybe I'll figure it out, or they're just being crazy. I'm like, did some big news go down overnight? Maybe. I haven't had a chance to dig deep enough, so we'll find out. Well, I like myself some kitties, right? Let's take a look at what's going on in the city my daughter lives in, Bellingham, Washington, where a little kitty been making itself a home in the neighborhood. My goodness. What you have to catch on your Ring cam? Holy crap.
Inside this bush, this is its entrance right here.
Allie Moffat says a cougar is very much making himself at home in her Bellingham neighborhood.
It kind of had a routine for a while. We were noticing 4:30 p.m.
Oh, that's a big kitty. My goodness.
It would wander up here through my neighbor's driveway.
It prowls night and day. A fully grown cougar making Bellingham's Geneva neighborhood its hunting grounds for the past 3 months.
I've never seen a cougar until it was in my front yard a couple weeks ago.
Neighbors here say the
Can you imagine? Just look outside and there's a giant cat in your yard, like a big cat. Now, when I lived on Mountain Drive in Pocatello, or I should say right after I moved to Idaho Falls from Pocatello, I used to live on Mountain Drive. And I think like a month later, they found a mountain lion in a tree in my neighbor's yard, just hanging out. And I used to let my little kids just play outside, just let the cats run free. Mountain lion in the tree. Yeah, they're around. You don't tend to see them, but they're out there.
The cougar has killed at least 2 deer and devoured them both in this front yard. He appears increasingly comfortable in the community, a serious concern in this place that's home to a lot of little kids and surrounded by 3 schools. Parents can't let their kids play outside alone anymore.
Oh, they'd be fine. He's just a big kitty. Look at him, give him some scratches. He looks like a good boy.
The big cat got dangerously close to Dan and Kelsey Carter's kids.
That guy's throwing rocks at it.
I ran out with a pitchfork in one hand and started throwing gravel with the other hand.
Their ball or toy rolls under a bush.
These people live in a nice spot. They got the water in the background and everything. They're right on the bay. Man, that's what you got to put up with. You want to live in an area like this, you might have a big kitty. Is your neighborhood mascot.
And because this animal is so comfortable, it's right there, and I don't like that outcome.
The worst case scenario for us is that it ends up killing one of our kids.
Oh my
Fish and
goodness.
Wildlife officers say generally cougars will leave people alone, but they have increased patrols in this area.
Now, you'd think that they'd just trap it, right? They said it's been hanging out in this neighborhood for 3 months. I was like, it's just a big kitty. It's fine.
However, neighbors here fear that may not be enough.
I want them to do their job.
Nathan Stewart fears for his 3 kids.
It's gone beyond normal. I would love for them to trap and relocate it, put it where it should be so that it doesn't harm anyone.
Fish and wildlife officials tell us they typically don't relocate cougars because that may not prevent future interactions with people, adding it could put stress on the animal and increase the risk of death.
Oh, You know, these people living in this neighborhood have got to hate to hear that. We don't care about the cat. What about our children?
There are about 2,400 wild cougars roaming Washington right now. DFW says over the past century, there have only been 2 fatal encounters with people and just 20 injuries.
I wonder when the last one was. I mean, 2 people killed by cougars in 100 years. That's not too bad. I'd say your odds are pretty good. I mean, 20 injuries. Yeah, getting injured by a mountain lion would suck, but still.
We've seen it on the Ring camera.
But these parents worry their kids might become the next statistic.
Yeah, I'm sure I'd be worried too.
Like, how long can we live like this for?
In Bellingham, Eric Wilkinson, King 5 News.
Just go up to him. Come here, big boy. Come here. You want some treats? Yeah, you just got to know how to deal with these animals. Every cat, you just go, treats. Come on, you want some treats? And they'll be just fine. Wow. All right. He's a big boy, too. That's a big boy. All right. Well, hopefully you're not having to put up with any of that kind of crap. I mean, maybe if you're living up in the hills of Pocatello, just be on the lookout. You know, they're out there. They're out there. It's so weird. Giant cats just roaming the woods. Let's crush this day. All right. We're going to crush this day, get it done with, and then have a wonderful afternoon and evening. That's what's going on today. All right. I was chatting with JD about big kitties. JD's a kitty guy. He might not talk about it much, but I think, are we same level of crazy cat guy? I can't remember if he has 4 or 5. But we got 4. And man, they can be a total pain. Is 4 cats equal to 1 mountain lion? I don't know. Anyway, another thing I was seeing as I scrolled social media was that the Northeast is getting just pummeled with snow. Oh, it made me so happy. When I left for work today, it's kind of warm outside. Didn't seem bad out there at all. Then I see these pictures of New York City, and it looks like just nightmare land. Yeah, I guess they've gotten like 2 feet of snow in the last like day or something in many areas across the Northeast. That's right. It's your guys' turn. You have it this year, right? I know we need to get some moisture for our farms and such, but let's keep it up in the mountains. Let it be rain. Forecast still looking good. Let's take a look. I mean, we were looking at weather in the 50s coming up when I checked yesterday. But you never know. Weatherman changes his mind day to day. Oh, yeah. Should be up into the 50s by the weekend. I mean, they're talking next week, like high 50s. It might be throw on the shorts weather. Fantastic. Don't forget, speaking of fantastic, we got a fantastic prize up for grabs. A Nintendo Switch 2 bundle with Brent Gordon Law. Make the Switch. Got that stupid time change coming up in a couple weeks. Trying to make it better for one of you. Hook you up with some video games to play to, take your mind off the fact that the government can't get it together and put an end to this useless, stupid thing that we have to do every 6 months. So, we're giving away a Nintendo Switch 2 bundle. Sign up in any of our apps, the K-Bear app, the Alt app, the Cannonball app, or listen for the Mario sounder, and when you hear it played, be caller number 20 to get an extra entry into the drawing. That easy. We're going to draw a winner a week from Friday. So, you should try to win. It's a Nintendo Switch 2. Who wouldn't want one of those? They're fun. 9 Inch Nails. You can catch them live in Salt Lake City here in a few weeks. Definitely going to the show. Definitely going to the show. Jade was talking with me about tickets, I think, just yesterday. Still a little steep for my liking, but hopefully they will come down in price a little bit closer to the show, because, I want to go. I'm going to go. We are going. All right? It's 9 Inch Nails, for goodness sake. Oh, so many good shows coming up. I don't know what to do. Not enough time and money. Oh, well, shouldn't complain. Shouldn't complain about having so many awesome options. But you know me, I like to complain a little bit of a complainer. I come in here, I'm tired. I just want to be at home, watching movies with my lady. I was scrolling through a list here of scariest movies people have ever seen. I know it's a topic we've discussed before, but I'm always looking for something new. Most of these I've seen because, I've looked at these lists before. Sinister, for whatever reason, considered the scariest movie of all time. I mean, it's got some, creepy parts, but I don't know. When I watched it, I was like, why is this the scariest movie of all time? Someone brought up the classic Exorcist. Haven't seen that in many years, but it is a classic. Maybe you have to go back and watch that one again. The Grudge, another one that scares the crap out of people. But you should watch the Japanese version, the original. Yeah, definitely creepier. Some of that Japanese horror is so crazy. Like, I was watching a YouTube video the other day. Oh, what was the name of the movie it was about? But it was a movie that was so disturbing to people that I believe Charlie Sheen called the FBI to investigate whether or not it was a real movie masquerading, or a real film masquerading as a movie. Thinking somebody's, been murdered for real. Oh, what was that called? I'm sorry. I've never seen the movie. Oh, it's just right there on the tip of my tongue. Oh, well. Event Horizon, another great movie. I need to check that one out again. It's been a long time. Saw Martyrs when it came out. I seem to remember it being pretty good. The Ring. Yeah, that's, a classic one that scared people. See, The Shining, I don't think The Shining is scary. I don't know. It's a great movie. But I don't know. When I think of movies that really scare me, they're just kind of real. Like Requiem for a Dream. Very unsettling for me to watch. I've talked about the book The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. I don't think I ever even watched the movie. I just don't want to. That's the kind of stuff that scares me. Real people doing horrible things. Yeah? Real horror. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, I'm digging here, people. I'm digging. We'll see what I can find. Slow news day. Wish me luck. It's always interesting when you see a question posted online and you're like, all right, is this person just trying to get interaction, or are they really questioning this situation? Somebody was, I think, in the advice subreddit asking, if it'd be considered violent if their partner punches walls and wardrobes and stuff every time they get mad. Yeah, punching things is violent. All right? She says, well, I made him mad and he just lost it in the moment, but he's done this a few times. Once he put a hole through the door, once he kicked flowers from the hospital after I gave birth. He also punched and broke a wardrobe, but I was the one who angered him and got him to this point. Dump him. Jeez. Tell Kyle to get. All right. Yeah. Dude needs to speak to a therapist, get a little bit of self-control going on. Somebody who, just punches and breaks stuff, throwing a tantrum, needs to settle down. Dump him. All right. That's a situation that's not going to change. Somebody who behaves in that manner, like a turd. All right. Anyway, yeah, you just wonder. That was in the No Stupid Questions subreddit. Okay, not advice. I mean, all right, the point of that subreddit is like, don't judge the question. There's no stupid questions here, but is punching and breaking all the stuff around my house, is that violent? I'm going to go with yes. Wonder what other stupid questions are in the No Stupid Questions subreddit. All right. Why do men fantasize about going off grid and living in the woods? Because they play too much Red Dead and they watch those stupid shows on TV where the guys are out surviving in the woods. Trust me, it would suck. You need to watch Survivor Man. I think the host's name is Les Stroud, if I remember right. This is a guy who goes out and he survives in the woods by himself, all alone. He doesn't have a camera crew or anything. And he talks about the loneliness and misery you start to feel really fast being out in the woods alone. I don't know, I think everybody has a fantasy about, I just got to get away from it all. I'm going to run off to the woods. But nobody's going to actually do it, Give it a shot. See how many days you last just out there in the woods. I'd probably last one, sleeping in my truck, and I'd be like, I got to get back to my house. It's nice and comfortable there. It's really nice. What else we got in the No Stupid Questions subreddit? Trying to avoid the political questions here. Does a butterfly remember its life as a caterpillar? What's the answer? I don't know. Studies have shown that butterflies do remember at least some of the stimuli they received as caterpillars, yes. Butterflies are weird, aren't they? Start off as a caterpillar, wrap themselves up in a cocoon, come out as something else. Strange. Okay. This person said, my boyfriend flushes the toilet twice after he pees. Is this normal or weird? I don't know. I mean, it's a waste of water, but I don't know. I think if you, number 2, you should flush it twice. Don't they call that a courtesy flush? Make sure everything's gone. You don't want to stink up the bathroom. All right, this is getting gross. Holy crap, 7:40. My goodness. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the program. It's the Viktor Wilt Show. I'm trying to dig up some freak news, and it's not going so good, so I started just watching random YouTube videos. Well, I guess these are Facebook and Instagram Reels. Too many different types of videos out there in this day and age, I guess. Anywho's, I should be able to find some freak news for the program, all right? I always manage to pull it off, right? For the most part, I guess. All right. What is a food you thought was healthy and now realize is not? Okay, maybe this would be good to take a look at. Orange juice. Now, I thought that orange juice is decent for you. They're saying it's just a glass full of sugar. What? I think I've got some orange juice here. Sounds kind of good. Margarine. We were fooled back in the 70s. Okay, now, I don't know if anybody thinks margarine is healthy. Did they tell you people that back in the 70s? I don't know. Red wine. Just drink booze. It's good for you. I bet that was pushed by the alcohol industry. Red wine. Just have yourself a couple glasses a day. You'll live forever. Yeah. Booze can mess you up really bad, people. Okay? Should be common sense. Let's see. This person said, my mom put us on a diet of having chicken or fish every day for like 3 months, and it was all fried. We're eating fish. It's good for you. Yeah, it's covered in, crackers and butter, deep fried. Oh, it's so good for you. Yogurts, yeah, a lot of those are packed with sugar. Granola. Granola has a very healthy image, and it's delicious. But that's a lot of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. All right, juice in general. Smoothies. Smoothies, you can make a healthy smoothie. All right? And if you're putting ice cream and strawberries, that's a milkshake, okay? Bagels, yeah, that's bread. Let's see here. Not healthy, but I was sick recently, so I was drinking Gatorade Zero. I have high blood pressure. Oh, yeah. Gatorade loaded with salt. You're not supposed to be drinking salt. Gatorade pushing my blood pressure up? Holy crap, I drink Gatorade and stuff like that a lot. Maybe I need to mellow out on the salt. Vitamin water. Now, vitamin water sounds like it should be good. I think they got sued for calling themselves vitamin water, didn't they? I don't know. Anywho's, I'm going to dig up some freak news, okay? I'll be right back. Geez, I'll have to talk to Lieutenant Crane about this one Friday during traffic school. Police drones? Where do they have these? Jeez. Well, anyway, some woman was getting followed by a police drone, I guess they're looking for distracted drivers. You know, a good way to distract a driver? Flying around their car with a drone. But anyway, this woman photographed the drone, and then they charged her with distracted driving for using her phone while driving. Yeah, $615 so she could, try to point out the operator's creepy behavior. Yeah, she said, couldn't see anyone operating the drone nearby. She didn't know it was a police drone or anything like that. So her first thought was to take a picture and report it. She's like, what are you doing? This thing's just swarming around me here. Then they just pull her over. Like, haha, $615 fine. Jeez. Yeah. Can't we go back to the old days of hiding behind the billboards? Come on, Lieutenant Crane and friends. As far as I know, we don't have police drones around here. Oh, let's see, what else for freak news? North Carolina mother who went missing 24 years ago while going Christmas shopping has been found alive and well. So this is Michelle Hundley Smith, first reported missing December 31st, 2001. I guess she was doing some after-the-fact Christmas shopping. Anyway, I think she's 62 now. And apparently she pulled the old, well, I guess moms don't go, I'm going to go get myself a pack of smokes. I'll be right back. And then don't come back. No, it's, I'm going to go Christmas shopping. They should have known it was on New Year's Eve. Like, Mom, Christmas is over. What are you talking about? Anyway, that's sad. That's sad. Just sad for the family. She just bailed on him. At her request, her current whereabouts will remain undisclosed, but her family has been notified. Would love to hear that phone call. Hey, thanks, Mom, you piece of crap. Thanks for bailing. Jeez. Speaking of bailing, I'm watching a edited video. Okay, let me throw that out there. An edited video of a naked man running from a crash in Hollywood. They blurred him out, but he's naked. He just goes booking it. It's a pretty funny video. You got the fire department there, this car accident, and all of a sudden you see this naked guy just come running by. They say he was driving one of the two vehicles involved in the crash, but okay, they did get him. Okay, I was wondering if he got away. It couldn't be too hard to find a naked man, in Hollywood. All right. Yeah, there's a lot of weirdos in Hollywood, but hard for a naked man to hide in broad daylight. So, coming up on the show, we're going to talk about another stupid online trend that this is just ridiculous. Maybe we'll look at 10 Mountain Dews ranked. I don't know. I think it's about time for a rewatch of Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. It's been a while. One of the greatest movies of all time. If you've never seen it, what are you doing? Fire it up. So that's something you should do. Here's something you shouldn't do. Hit yourself in the face with a hammer. Yeah. There are a lot of really stupid influencers online, and the dumbest ones are definitely dudes. This guy's one of these man-influencer dudes trying to, I guess, encourage young people to hit themselves in the face with a hammer so they look better and can pick up chicks. Guy says, yeah, if you break a bone, it grows back stronger, so I'm trying to grow my cheekbones, so I'm going to smash my face with a hammer to, bust my cheekbones, and doctors are like, don't do that. Please talk to your children, okay, about who they watch online. Like, if you have a son, just take a look at what content creators they're getting influenced by, because there are a lot of really terrible dudes encouraging young men to just do the dumbest things. Aside from this, just not treating women properly and stuff like that. Like, if you're a mom or a dad, you want your son to grow up to be a good dude, okay? So you got to sit down and have conversations with him about idiots like this guy. Because I guess he's pretty popular online, even though I'm not going to get into some of the other stuff about this guy, but he's a real dirtbag, okay? He's not a good dude. And then he's, encouraging people to smash themselves in the face with a hammer. Yeah, don't do that, okay? If you really want to change your face, I don't know, you can exercise for one thing, but plastic surgery, get yourself looking like a freak show, all right? Let a doctor do it. Don't take it into your own hands with, tools out of your dad's toolbox. Jeez. Some of the things I see online, I just go, what timeline are we living in? Things have gotten really dumb. All right, let's see what other dumb stuff I can find. I'll be back. The beast is back. What up, Peaches?
That's right.
How was the...
Fee-fi-fo-fum.
Fee-fi-fo-fum. Fee-fi-fo-fum. How was the show? Bad Omens, Beartooth, and President.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it looked pretty good. Bad Omens definitely upped the production level a little bit from the videos I saw posted online.
I did see warnings outside the venue saying pyro, lasers, and all these lights will be shown throughout the show, so just in case you're epileptic.
Yeah. I know there have been a few shows I've been to that I felt a little bit off just from being pummeled by the lights for
It was
the next
hard
few days.
to breathe during the second song. I was like, am I overwhelmed? What's going on here?
Dude, the older I get, the more that lights and stuff have started to get to me. It's kind of weird. I know that didn't happen at Sleep Token in Salt Lake, but when I saw him in Boston, I had vertigo after the show, and I didn't even have any beer or anything at the show.
We got kind of tired of just standing in the pit near the back there. So luckily enough, a listener hit me up and said, hey, I have these 4 tickets that I'm just wanting to give away. Could you help with that? And I was like, well, I know people that would easily take them. Yeah. So I gave a pair to Aubrey's brother and his wife, and then also we saved the extra pair just in case we wanted to sit down. So we went up and sat down and watched the rest of the Bad Omen set after that.
Nice. Well, and you brought some studio gifts, you said? Got some posters there?
Aubrey's obsessed with scrapbooking, and she saw this sticker book that was supposedly being sold at Five Below. Of course, when we got there and asked the worker, they knew nothing of it.
Okay.
So, but I checked out the different posters and was shocked to see they had a Sleep Token poster, as well as Bring Me the Horizon. Excellent.
Well, we'll have to do some moving around or figure something out. Well, I guess we've got that whole wall we were going to put up, some type of tapestry or something, and then I just totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and it needs to have something there.
It does. We can move that K-Bear sign and put some posters up or put them on the sides of it and actually put it on the wall. We'll figure it out. Well, right on, dude. Nice.
But all of my concert clips have gone viral online.
Yeah.
And so it's funny how just random concert videos help us out so much.
We had a good social media last week or so.
You with Hardy and Idaho Falls? Me with
Hardy and Idaho Falls was very popular on both the K-Bear and Hawk pages. It was funny because Justin's like, man, Hardy lost a lot of weight since the photos I saw him from a week ago. And then Hardy popped up on my feed today. I guess at a recent concert, he shotgunned a beer, but people were saying the can was empty, so he was faking it. But Hardy, the real Hardy, definitely got a little bit more beef on him than the guy in my photo.
It happens. We understand.
Yeah, it's just a local guy named Devin, and he, I bump into him all the time and just thought it would be funny because he kind of looks like Hardy or Zach Bagans. Let's post a picture that I'm hanging out with Hardy.
I was about to say, I do agree with those people that said he looked a lot like Zach Bagans of Ghost Adventures. He really needs to do that for Halloween.
He should.
Start walking around. Do we understand? I have questions.
I wonder when we're going to get that Pocatello episode of Ghost Hunters.
Probably next year.
Probably. I would imagine production-wise it takes them a while to churn those out, but I'm excited to check that out. I don't even know what channel Ghost Hunters is on, but hopefully you can get it on Hulu or something like that. So, I don't know. Well, good to have you back, Peaches. You didn't miss anything yesterday. There was nobody here. I got a lot of work done.
I love those days, to be quite honest. When you're not here and I get to have the K-Bear studio by myself, I get to just be in here doing my show way ahead of time.
Yeah, I got quite a bit done and, had a good weekend as well. Went to the Ian Munsick Country Show, and it was a lot of fun. His staff treated us really well. They had an actual radio room set up, Peaches.
Oh, nice.
Which never happens with a meet and greet. So, Justin and I, Becca and her daughter, and a few of the other country guys in town There was like 8 of us, and Ian Munzik hung out with us for like 45 minutes. They had like food and drinks and stuff, and they treat radio right, his crew.
I hate those people that don't.
Which is, sadly, you know,
where they have the exclusivity where it's like, well, they won't do radio interviews, but then all of a sudden they pop up at some random podcast that has 20 listeners. Because the guy knows a guy who knows a guy who knows his cousin.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, they treated us real well. Crowd had a lot of fun. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Aside from Becca waking me up the next morning at 6 a.m. because she had decided to tell everyone at work, I'll make chili for everyone at work Sunday. And, you know, it's got to cook all day. So I was unaware of this. And all of a sudden, we're up and at 'em. We're headed to, you know, Walmart. We're shopping. I'm like, I wanted to sleep in. You're a crazy woman. So what are you doing?
You're too nice. I'd be like, it's all your fault. Go take care of it.
I know.
Go to bed.
I got out of bed and, you know, went. Oh, I got the hiccups. Went and did my part. You know, it's what you got to do. What you got to do as a man sometimes, Peaches. Get up and help your lady. So, yeah. I'm glad you guys had a good trip together.
Well, the pop-up shop didn't even attempt to go inside. Pulled up to it at like 2 p.m. Saw the line was wrapped around the entire block. Said, screw that. Went to Trader Joe's. Went to a Mexican restaurant. Then, proceeded after that to go to the Airbnb. Then the venue. Pull up to the venue, wait in another line. And it was so easy to get our tickets. Luckily, it wasn't like you had to go to this weird window, that type of thing. The worst part about it was the fact that we had to go to like 6 different people to know where to go, where we needed to go for GA on the floor. To get the wristbands, all of that.
Well, when we went to Ghost, we were trying to find the little Ghost Museum VIP area. Nobody had any idea what we were talking about.
Right.
We walked around and around. The Delta Center's big, and we walked around and around. Finally found it when they were closing it, putting everything away. So I don't know if the staff around there has any idea what's going on.
So once we finally got down to the floor, we were all winded because we went up and down 4 different flights of stairs. But even the merch, I heard from many listeners that they couldn't even watch President because they were in line for merch for over 2 hours.
Yeah, what you got to do is you go to the merch line during the headliner. That's how I got Becca merch at Ian Munzik, because the line was crazy the whole show. So about halfway through his set, I was like, all right, I'm going to go hit the merch line. Nobody there.
I looked
got
at
everything I needed. Bam, bam, bam.
I looked at the options. I'm like, there's nothing here that's worth it. Like, there's no poster, nothing.
What were they charging for shirts?
Like $50.
Okay. So about what you'd expect.
Typical $50 for shirt, $80 for hoodies.
Okay.
What I expected. You know, some vinyl of theirs for $40, which I'm not going to buy because I don't have a record player.
Yeah, totally. Well, looked like a good time. And, now hopefully we can just kick back and relax a little bit this week. Huh? You know, no shows happening this weekend, are there?
No. The next big one that I want to go to is March 13th. Nothing more.
I want to go to 9 Inch Nails the same night. So we might be in Salt Lake at the same time at different shows. I mean, I'm going to 9 Inch Nails, no matter what. Even if I got to fork over stupid money,
I'm not paying anything for that. I'm not paying any money whatsoever. That's the thing. It's like it's either pit for free or nothing.
Jeez, Peaches, you're spoiled.
Well, I'm just
you've got to be too spoiled.
I'm not driving 3 hours for me to pay tickets. No, thank you.
Oh, yeah. For 9 Inch Nails, I would, because they're top tier live show. All right, I guess it's probably time to take a little break here. Let me dump these songs out.
Do you know where the thumbtacks are? I'm going to hang these up.
I have some thumbtacks in my office.
Okay, perfect.
So give me just a second and we'll get them, and we'll be back, everybody. Okay, somebody asked online, people 40 plus, what actually mattered in the long run and what didn't? All right, I'm 40 plus. I can answer this question. Let's see. What's mattered in the long run? Oh, you know how many likes I got on social media? Yeah. No. Come on now. Let's see what people are saying here. If you get off on the wrong train, get off at the next stop. The longer you stay on, the more expensive the return trip. Don't stay in a bad relationship. You can waste decades trying to change people or even yourself in order to make things work. Yeah, I've talked about that plenty on this show. Don't stay in a bad relationship. It's not good for your kids. All right, if you got kids together, that keeps a lot of people together when they shouldn't be. Yeah, you don't want to end up talking to your kids as adults, and they're like, yeah, that sucked. All right? Jeez. Better in the long run for both of you to, I mean, you're going to know after long enough how things are going to go. All right? People don't change that much. And if things tend to be going in one direction, it's probably going to continue going in that direction till the end of time. So you're only on this planet one time. Find someone you can be really happy with and, put yourself first, all right? Got to put yourself first and find a nice, happy, healthy relationship where you care about each other, okay? Don't just stick it out. There's a lot of stigma in, certain groups when it comes to, like, divorce. Like, oh, you can't do it. You can't do it. No. You can do it, and it's better for everyone if things ain't good that sometimes you just got to call it quits, all right? Well, you still got time to enjoy some of that life, all right? Yeah, I think finding a positive relationship, that is something that matters in the long run. Okay, of course they're going to throw in sleep. I'm working on that one. I've been going to bed a little bit earlier. I'm doing a little bit better with it. It's hard. It's hard to get to bed at the time I should because it's just so early, but I'm trying. All right, keep friendships alive. I need to work better at that. I got a lot of friends I haven't called in a while, and like people will text me, and then I'm like, oh, I'll get back to them in a while, and then I don't. And I'm like, oh crap. They probably think they're just a jerk. Yeah, learn to cook. That's a good idea. You got to eat. All right, let's see here. Things that matter in the long run. See what else people are saying here. What you think of yourself, not what others think of you. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You got to put your own well-being first if you want to be there for other people. Here we go. More people talking about sleep, taking naps. It's hard to take a nap. Then you wake up and the day is over. But I know it's good for you. I know it's a good thing. All right, this guy says I'm 64. The people in my life matter. The stuff I have doesn't. Really. Yeah. Stuff is just stuff, ultimately. I've got some stuff that's important to me. Some of my books, guitars, but ultimately it's just stuff. My family and stuff, that's what's most important here. Let's see. This person says the stuff that seemed to matter at 25, like not getting that perfect job or dating the wrong person, turned out to be proper stepping stones to better things. Absolutely. You learn a lot in your 20s. All right? You learn a lot in your 20s, and then you can get into your 30s and kind of reassess and go, all right, all of that crap didn't matter. It's why I point out to you, like, high school kids. Now, they're probably in school already, but things that happen in high school, the minute high school's over, they don't mean anything anymore. It all disappears. All of the cliques, the popularity, blah, 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 meaningless the day that school gets over. Always try to let your young people know that. And they're not going to listen to you because they're teenagers, but yeah, the second that final, you walk off that stage at graduation, all of that just disappears. And depending on, your school situation, that can be really great. Like, I hated junior high. High school, not so bad. I, luckily went to Pocatello High School. Wasn't around so many snooty kids like I was at Alameda Junior High that ended up going to Highland. No offense. But that's how it was. All right. This person says, show up. Yeah. There are a lot of things I regret as far as events and things I missed out on during my 20s and 30s. I won't get into, the reasons behind it, but there were a lot of things I didn't go to that I wish I would have, or situations where I could have hung out with somebody that I passed up on for whatever reason. And yeah, take advantage of that time getting to be with other people. All right. I don't feel like talking right now. I'm going to push another button. Well, the other biggest turd around here is back. Jay Davis in the house.
You said awesome wrong.
I'm pretty sure I said everything right. You already gave me your concert report, but you thought Beartooth stole the show, huh?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I like a band that doesn't just sound good live. I like one that actually puts on a show and doesn't rely on their production value to do it for them.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you can get all three of those elements together, sound good, actually put on a show and have awesome production, then it's like the creme de creme.
Yeah. Dude, totally.
When a band looks bored, then it just ruins it for me.
Yeah. Like that one time we saw Fall Out Boy.
Oh, yeah. Was that guy wearing a Snuggie? It was kind of like that.
It was kind of like that.
Except I would say Fall Out Boy put on more of a show.
Than Bad Omens.
Omens.
Wow.
Like, they sounded good.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. But I only think I saw the one guitarist, I don't remember what his name is, longer-haired one, actually headbang. The rest of them didn't even move. And the singer just looked bored.
See, and like people will talk about bands like Tool, like they just stand there and but they don't. Maynard's doing the weird dances, and Adam Jones is doing, Danny Carey's going crazy.
Yeah.
Justin Chancellor's definitely into it. And then they have, the massive, crazy production.
Yeah.
So, or a band like Nine Inch Nails.
I'm going to go see them in 3 weeks. It's going to be awesome.
I'm going. I haven't got my tickets yet. I'm still hoping they'll come down just a little bit more because I was, looking at them floor tickets and was like,
yeah, it's a little tough, but this is the first pair of tickets I bought in 25 years.
Yeah, there've been.
I got to see Nine Inch Nails one more time.
I did buy some tickets to Tool a few years ago in Boise. There've been a few. There've been a few. I know Peaches was in here. I was talking about Nine Inch Nails, and now I'm like, I'm going. I'm going to buy the tickets. I won't go to any show if I have to buy tickets. Like, you're too spoiled, Peaches.
Yeah, you don't know what it's like, bro. Well, I guess I'm spoiled. I haven't bought a ticket in 25 years.
I know I'm spoiled. That's why it's, why at a show I'll buy some merch or something like that if we've gotten hooked up with tickets.
Yep.
And here's a tip for everybody, because Peaches was talking about the merch line during the Bad Omens show. People were missing the opening acts because you're standing in line for merch.
Wait until the end.
Go during the headliner's set.
Yeah.
At the Ian Munzik show, there was a nonstop line for merch the entire show. It was crazy. So halfway through the headliner's set, I was like, okay, Becca, I'm going to go get you some merch.
It's got to be timed right in the middle of it because they usually open with some of their newer songs.
Yep.
And then they'll save the end of their set for all their biggest songs.
Yep.
So right in the middle is where you're going to have that dud low.
Yeah. When they're, playing covers or doing something,
or whatever,
monkeying around.
Talking to the crowd about something.
Yeah, so I ran out, not a single person in line. Bam, 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 got the merch, went back. And I saw a lot of people, because we stood in line for a little bit, and then we got sick of it. I was like, what are we doing? Let's go somewhere else. Let's get a pretzel. Need a snack.
And President put on a pretty good show, too. Like, the facade of that band just didn't match the performance, though, for me. The band themselves, they were just wearing the little black masks, and they didn't really move. They were like, when you watch a nation address or whatever, and the cabinet members just stand in the background and are grumpy. That's kind of what that was going on.
Okay.
But then the singer just wandered around like a sad little emo boy instead of like being a president.
Instead of being a
standing at the podium and being loud and look at me and blah,
Well, that's what kind of threw me off the first time I saw one of their videos was he was putting off a sadness.
Yeah.
Like
you can still be sad, but get up there and like.
Yeah, it's a live show. Gotta
turn that sadness into like, get out there and do something.
That's right. Yeah, get out there and command that crowd.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, there was no way I was going to do 2 shows 2 days in a row. Learned my lesson after the last time doing a birthday party and then trying to go to a show. It just don't work out for me. Too old and lazy.
That's right.
For that kind of thing.
Caleb Shomo, the singer for Beartooth, he did something fun. He did a little Freddie Mercury in the middle of it. You've seen videos of Freddie doing this. Wow!
Yeah.
Or whatever. So he did just like that. And it was awesome. The whole crowd was into it. It was
nice.
Cool. Caleb can control the crowd. That was awesome.
Oh, he's a great front man. Like when I saw him in Vegas at the rock radio convention a few years ago. Yeah, I don't remember who they played with because Beartooth was the only band that stood out. I have no idea who they played with.
Kind of like when you watch Killswitch Engage with anyone. All you remember is Killswitch.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's just no comparison. So the rock radio convention's happening this week. Looks like a dud. And I hit up a bunch of people to see if they were going, and I only talked to 2 people who were going, Full Metal Jackie and Elwood. Like Lou's not going, Vinny from Octane, like nobody's going. So I was like, eh. And it looks like it's very alt-centric. Like, I don't think we're missing out by not going.
Yeah.
Hopefully they'll do the one in the fall. That one's way better. Way better. So, yeah, you didn't miss out on much around here yesterday. There was nobody here. Everyone went to Bad Omens, apparently. So I got a lot of work done yesterday. I'm all caught up. Feels good.
Good, I'll give you more work.
No, I've got plenty to do. Never mind. I was lying. I'm not caught up. All right. Well, it's time for you to get. I don't want you in here anymore. No, you get.
That's not how this works. It rolls downhill, not up.
No. You know, we talked about the creepy Chinese robots the other day that were dancing and stuff. They were really weird. What about when they start fighting back? Huh? Like these food delivery robots I was just reading about here. I guess they're very common in Los Angeles. They call them Coco food delivery robots. They look kind of like a cooler on wheels. And I don't know, they have a mind of their own. This one just tore into this lady's yard, ripping up her garden, got all tangled up in her fence, made a big mess, drove away with the fence attached to it. And I guess they've just been, wreaking chaos everywhere that they go. One crashed into an ambulance, another one knocked over a parked motorcycle, and the people in these neighborhoods are like, this is like an accident waiting to happen. What's going to happen? Yeah. What about when it runs over a small child or something like that? We got to be careful with this AI stuff. People are all worried about the robots fighting back. Looks like they're already doing it. How do we know this isn't intentional? That the Coco delivery robots have not become sentient and they're fed up with people. Oh, yeah? Take that. I hate your flowers. I don't like flowers. I don't like living things. I'm a robot. Take that. Yeah, wait till they can walk. Wait till they're like those Chinese dancing robots. They're just roaming the streets. And that's our delivery service. It's going to get scary. Gonna get scary. So, haven't seen those around here yet. I would imagine you have to have a better climate in general for food delivery robots to be a common thing. Yeah, it doesn't seem like they'd work very good in the snow if they can't handle just sunny LA. Man, I'm glad today's show has gone by at a fairly decent pace, but hopefully the rest of the day does. I'm like, what am I going to do to pass the time? I know I have tasks. I'm just trying to think, what were they? Brain dead today. An idiot. So, hold on one sec here. Sending a quick message. I'm multitasking. Okay, here. Oh, I was watching this video of this kid fall out of a building. Don't worry, he's all right. 7-year-old boy plunges 80 feet from a apartment complex video, and there was a guy that happened to be cleaning windows a number of stories beneath him, blocks the kid's fall. They both go crash into the ground in the snow, and everyone ended up okay. Nice happy story. Generally, kid falls from 8-story window. That's not a good story, but they're all right. Don't let your kids play on the windowsill. All right, if you live 8 stories up, maybe, keep those windows locked. Maybe put some bars on them or something if you have small children. I'm not going to judge the parents too much, but come on now. Come on now. Can you imagine? One moment, you're like, okay, he's over there playing. Next moment, you turn around. Where'd he go? And there's just an open window. He's all right, though. He's all right. Hope you know that you're all the best, and I appreciate you hanging out with me every day. Hope Tuesday's treating you good. Hope it brings you good news. A lot going on today, and I'm just kind of sitting around waiting on info. It's kind of maddening. You ever had to just kind of sit and wait for something that you have no idea how long it's going to take, but you hope it goes good? Yeah. Gonna have to find some good ways to kill some time today. But hopefully it ends up being a really good day today. We'll see. Did I have any other last minute stuff here? Talked about the kid who fell out of the window. And I think I about covered it here. I mean, I was looking at a list of insults that don't involve cuss words, but I was reading through them. I'm like, no, I'm not going to be able to remember these in the heat of the moment when I want to insult somebody. Like, it's impossible to underestimate you. Nothing lights up a room like your absence. I'm jealous of people who haven't met you yet. You're the reason instructions have pictures. Oh, I wish I didn't have common sense. You seem so happy. I might have to bookmark this page just for Facebook conversations. You know, you're a constant source of disappointment and embarrassment. I think I've said things like that before. Let's see here. Once you get your numbers and colors down, you'll be a real threat. Yeah, who ties your shoes in the morning? These are pretty good and radio friendly. I'm gonna have to remember these when Jade's in here. You unfrosted mini wheat. Mr. Rogers would be disappointed in you. Okay, what I'm going to do is get on out of here. Peaches and I will be back together for the noon hour of madness and mayhem today. Should be fun. In the meantime, I'm on kill time. It's all I can do for now. Get this on-demand version of this show uploaded for those of you who enjoy listening to it after the fact. You can pick it up anywhere podcasts can be found. Just search for The Viktor Wilt Show, and you can catch up on 300 plus episodes, plus like 100 episodes of Traffic School. So if you like listening to me yap, it's out there. All right. Again, appreciate all of you. Have a great rest of your morning, and I'll see you in a couple hours. Cool? Cool. Thank you again for tuning in to The Viktor Wilt Show. This program is a production of Riverbend Media Group. To contact the show or for more information, hit us up at riverbendmediagroup.com.